Hey, how's it going, guys? So back with another video. Basically, this is just going to be talking about the new pickups that I got yesterday. I had a couple of them pre-ordered already, and then a couple I just went in store, was able to pick them up. One was actually a lot harder to find than I thought it would be. Um, but let's get into it. So the first one obviously is just the Batman Steelbook, the new one. So I already took the discs out, so you can see kind of the inside artwork. Um, it's a really nice steelbook. It's kind of got that matte finish to it. So basically, you just have the Batman right up front, and then obviously you can see the question mark around his face, which is definitely a nice touch. And then obviously the back is basically just kind of what the Riddler was writing. So you can the question mark and then the bat. So that's pretty nice. And then the inside basically just says to the Batman. There we go. Just that light's gonna hit it a little bit. So I thought it's pretty cool. It's nice. It's kind of like a darker toned steelbook case, if you can say that about a steelbook. I took all of the discs out, but basically every disc, like here's the special features. This is just, I mean, this honestly I feel like is the most artwork on any of the discs, just because it kind of looks like the creepy writing and its question mark and everything like that. But yeah, every disc is basically, I mean, I'll just show you real quick, but every disc, it's going to be, kind of your more generic, the Batman, different color, there's the bat signal, and then, again, same thing. It's not anything crazy for the disc artwork, which, I mean, it doesn't really have to be. It's already a cool steelbook. Um, so, second pickup is the movie X. This is another A24 movie. I actually either will have a review up of another A24 movie that came out this past weekend, either before this or it's going to come after. It just depends on which one I upload first. I haven't seen this yet. I've only heard good things about it. I mean, really, the most generic. It's just a Blu-ray. I wouldn't expect anything crazy from A24 yet, especially with physical media. I don't think they're to that level where they want to put money into special feature, or not special features, but special discs, packaging, all that stuff. But either way, I'm excited to watch it. I've only heard good things about it. I mean, it's A24. A lot of their stuff they're putting out so far is really good quality, great acting, and all that. So I have a couple other A24 movies already. So maybe I can do an A24 collection video. It wouldn't be a lot, just because a lot of their stuff, they kind of trickle out. It's really random too. Some of the stuff I don't even know comes out in theaters, and then it's out on physical media. I think like Come On, Come On had a small release in theaters, for maybe like a month ish, and then that went straight to physical media, which is nice because they're getting their stuff out. They're sticking with physical media. They're not just going to do streaming and let it go, because I feel like a small boutique kind of production company like them, they want to get that the physical copies out so they get more people talking about A24, which I don't know why you're not talking about A24 yet. It seems like they're the new Blumhouse. I feel like Blumhouse has, they made themselves a staple. But I think A24 is that more, especially with horror movies, I think, they're more of that big indie horror. I think Blumhouse now is starting to just ramp up and put out horror movies just to put out horror movies. But that's another topic, so next movie I got, Studio 666. So this is the movie. I think it was written and directed maybe by Dave Grohl, or I think at least he had a hand in writing it. Not a lot of special features on here. Obviously, it's a smaller company. I mean, it's Universal, but it's a small movie. I think again, it had a role, or it was out in theaters for a little bit, but not much. I think I was gonna go try and see it, and literally, I think the next weekend it was gone already. So I'm really excited about it. Everybody's been talking about it for the most part, at least from the people that I've talked to. It's a pretty good movie. It's a horror movie and it's a comedy. So sometimes those don't mesh well, just because maybe the comedy overdoes the horror, or vice versa. So usually, I mean, obviously, like Shaun of the Dead, Tucker versus Evil, I think even Final Girls is one of my favorite horror comedies of all time, just 'cause I think it's hilarious. It's a big spoof on Friday the 13th. So if you haven't seen Final Girls or any of the other two that I just named, which I feel like anybody who likes horror has seen Shaun of the Dead. But yeah, so I'm excited to watch this. It looks good, and it looks like the horror is actually like, you can see it and it'll show it really well. It's not like one of those, oh my god, they die off camera kind of thing. You actually see it, and it's nice to see the bass guy. I'm pretty sure that's just the Foo Fighters in this movie. And apparently, Dave Grohl is a really good actor. I guess I wouldn't say really good, but he does well in this movie. And then the last pickup is going to be the Wild Things Arrow box set. So I love these box sets. I have some up on the shelves behind me. Like you can see, like the Omen, the Fly right here. I think there's the Critters one as well. And then I have a couple other ones too. The Tremors 4K box set that came out, and I think there's a couple more too. It's just nice. Arrow does an amazing job with these releases. I mean, they're all, obviously you can hear, they're all hard cardboard. So, it's not some of the flimsy plastic like the Indiana Jones came out, and it literally is just, it's just, cardboard. It's really thin, not great, and you would expect, 4K release of Indiana Jones and all those movies, you're going to want to put more money into it because it's more of a collector's niche item. But, Arrow is always great with these, especially just their 4K releases in general. They've done a great job. I don't think I've ever seen, or I don't think I've heard of, any issues with Arrow videos and their 4K releases as of yet. I know like Scream Factory's had a couple issues here and there. I think we already went over the Craft, which even though that's minor, it's still a thing. So, of course, you just get the regular 4K Arrow, just a regular disc. With this one, with Arrow 2, they're the same as Scream Factory, where you usually don't get a Blu-ray copy, and you usually you'll never get a digital code, really, with any of those smaller boutique labels, just because it costs money, and it's a lot easier for, like your Paramount, Sony, and stuff like that to be able to put in a digital copy. Even Studio 666, I think that's Paramount, they had a digital copy with that, so it's just something small that they add, and yes, it's nice, but it's also nice to have boutique labels where you can have a nice, collector's box set. So basically everything in here is just, here's the back, so that's all your just original artwork for the original release, and then they're just different cards, Denise Richards, Neve Campbell, so just kind of like character cards that a lot of people call them. And then Arrow also does a really good job. And I don't know how well you're going to be able to see anything on here, but basically they give you a lot of information about, the movie, behind the scenes. They always do these booklets, especially in the big cardboard box sets, information about some of the actors, actresses, where they were, what they're doing now, stuff like that. And then obviously I'm not going to unfold it all the way, but you get your big poster. So this one's going to be just the Arrow artwork, and then they'll do the flip side, which is going to be the original artwork that came on the DVD and Blu-ray releases way back in the day. So it's nice that they do that, so you basically get both, and you get the best of both worlds. They give you a lot of information. I believe this and most of their box sets, you can usually get them for around $30 or so, which I think is an amazing price. This one actually retailed at $42.99, but you just gotta watch for sales. I actually, before it even came out, it was on sale on Amazon for, I think, $31.99 or somewhere around there. So originally, $43, you already get $10 off right there. So just, play around with, where people are selling it, Best Buy, Amazon, stuff like that. Usually within a week or maybe even before that, you can always find a good deal. You're never, I try to watch out for pre-orders to make sure that I can get them for a better deal than usually. A lot of the times, even Steelbooks 4Ks from like Paramount, Sony, Universal, all of them, if you give them maybe a week, 2 weeks, usually they drop $3 to $4. And it's also, if it's a 4K that you want, but you don't want to pay full price, what's nice is, maybe wait till Black Friday. And then on top of that too, a lot of the, $30, $34 movies, give them about a month or two. Best Buy is going to try and make room for, new product, new movies, stuff like that, even though they're kind of dwindling down on in-store stuff. They're going to want to make space. So give it a month and a half, 2 months. And, who knows, maybe you can get a month-old Blu-ray or 4K that usually was retailing around $28, $30. You can get it for like $12. I know they're doing that at least this week too a lot of their 4Ks they're just trying to get out of the store so they can put new stuff in. So I think they were all around like $12. I know I saw a couple Blu-rays actually that usually were, maybe 14, 15, 16, $20 or so. I think a couple of them were selling for like $3. So you can always find deals, especially on these. Like I said, I bought that for $10 less. And then, price matched Amazon for both of the other movies and saved another $6 or $7. And, just it's all about, pinching the pennies when you're buying stuff like this, especially because you don't want to go broke getting extra things. So definitely always look out for deals. They're always there, especially online. And obviously Amazon takes like, a day, 2 days maybe to get stuff to you. So yeah, so that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. So again, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. That way you'll know every time that I put out a new video. Comment down below, what'd you guys get today? Have you seen Studio 66? Have you seen X? Did you watch The Batman? Yes, it's long, but it's well worth it. I loved it. Have you seen Wild Things? Have you picked up the 4K? What do you think about the movie? So yeah, just again, keeping this going, and we'll see where this takes us. All right, so if you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, go ahead and leave them right down, and we'll keep these things going.